Hello, my name is Stephanie McDaniel, and I am an independent Scentsy consultant, and I have been for about a year and a half. Before that, I was actually a candle maker, so this whole sample making thing came really easy to me, but recently a few of my frontline have asked me to please do a tutorial on how to make samples so that they can boost their business, and so I'm about to give that to you. First of all, you can see I just recently went down and bought myself one of these groovy little Wilton chocolate melters. I got it from Walmart. I think I paid about 20 bucks for it. And it is super duper easy to use. You literally drop your wax in there, and in about 5 or 10 minutes you're ready to pour up some samples. So let's get started. Basically, all you're going to do, you're going to grab your bar, pop it out, the whole thing, break it up, and you've got this little canister inside your melter, and you're just going to drop those in there. Simple as that. And then pop that back into your wax melter and just let it set for a few minutes, and voila. The molds, I got this one at Michael's. These three here, I got these at Hobby Lobby. These two here, I got at the Dollar General store. This one came from the Dollar Tree. You can also get them in the family store of your workstation on your Scentsy website. After about 5 or 10 minutes, that wax is melted. I already have some melted in there, as you can see. Let's see if you can see that in there. There's a little bit of wax in there melted, along with my cubes that are not melted yet. But it doesn't matter. You can still go ahead and start pouring it up now. You literally are just going to take this and pour it right into those little grooves there. I laid down a couple of strips of wax paper ahead of time because I do not have the steadiest of hands, and I will make a huge mess. That way, if you make a mess, it's real super easy. You just wait for it to dry, and then you scoop it up with a butter knife and pop it back in your melter. That's what I do. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But you just pick whichever mold you want to pour it in. Pour it in there. I don't pour mine all the way full either, and it depends on the mold size. Like these little doves here, this mold is real small, so I'll fill it almost all the way to the top. Same with the little dinosaurs, it's kind of small. The stars, however, I have the smaller ones and the bigger ones. The bigger ones I don't fill all the way up, but the smaller ones I do. The butterflies, I don't know if you can tell that. See, I only filled it halfway full because those are pretty big. Same with the flowers, they're pretty big. The hearts, they're pretty big, so I only fill those halfway full. But you just use your own judgment, however many you think, however much you think you want in the mold, that's how much you're going to put in there. You can make bigger samples, you can make full-size samples, or you can make smaller samples. I give them enough to pop into a warmer. I don't want to give such a small sample that they don't even have enough to put it in their warmer to warm it and smell it. So I do give them about a half of, you know, when you have a bar and you break off a piece, about a half of a piece, because that's good enough for a nightlight warmer. And when you're done, after you get through pouring all these up, you're just going to pop them in the freezer for about 5 minutes. Or you can let them lay on the counter and dry for about 30 minutes, either way. But if you pop them in the freezer, it makes them super easy to pop out. Especially, like this one is a hard mold. If you pop it in the freezer and then just kind of give it a little shake and tap it a few times, they just fall right out. These molds here, they are rubber, so you know they're a little bit easier to pop out. I'm not sure if these are dry enough yet, but yep, as you can see there, popped right out. You don't even have to put these in the freezer. I didn't put these in the freezer But a lot of people like to do that. They think it makes it easier. But for me, I mean, these rubber molds, they're really that easy. When I get ready to do a different scent, if I'm doing 2 different scents in one day, I don't even wash it out afterwards because it's clean. It's really clean right after. If you've made a huge mess and you feel like you need to clean it up, wash it up, I would suggest going ahead and doing so. But you really don't have to if it comes out clean like that. If you've made a mess on your mold, you can take your butter knife and just kind of break it off. And whatever pieces you got, you throw them back in the pot. It's very, very simple. No waste. And there you go. That's how you make your samples. I did go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby and I bought these little tiny Ziploc bags. They're about, maybe about 2 inches by 1 inch. And I put 1 to 2 samples in each baggie and close it up. I put either my scratch and sniff sticker on the front of it, or I will put just my label with my name and information. Either way. Also sometimes staple a business card to it. There's lots of things you can do. Whatever you want to do. Pop them in gift bags, give them away with your orders, whatever. There are a few good ideas when you're giving away samples. One of them is you go to a restaurant and you're leaving the waitress a tip. Lay your sample right there on top of your money and leave it on the table. When you meet somebody at the ball field and you've got your purse on your shoulder, just say, hey, here's you a sample. Love to give you one with my business card. If you ever need anything, just give me a holler. Great. You go somewhere to pay a bill, give a sample to the bill handler. You go to the post office to mail a package, give one to your postal carrier. Lots of different things you can do. Your UPS driver, when he's delivering your Scentsy, hand him a sample. Men love it too. Anyway, lots of great ideas out there. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.